How do you feel about the Confederate flag and what it represents?
It is a part of the South. It is a part of my heritage. It is a part of who I am. It's simply a symbol of Southern people. If you're talking about the battle flag, it's the flag of the soldiers. If you're talking about the First National, Second National, or Third National, you're talking about a governmental flag, but the Confederate flag is a symbol of Southern people. A time when it's separated from its brothers in the region known as the North.
All right. When you were the head of the NAACP, why did you go from that to defending the flag?
That's a long story. It'd take all night for me to tell you that. But the Ku Klux Klan had come into the city of Asheville. They were treated very badly. Some of the folks on my executive committee wanted to go down and confront them. I did not want to do that. I was very troubled by the fact of some of the tone of the conversation. And I called a gentleman by the name of Kurt D. Lyons, who was the chief trial counselor for the Southern Legal Resource Center, where I am now chairman of the board of advisors emeritus, and asked him for his help because I knew that he had mediated at Ruby Ridge, Waco. He had defended most of the black folks there. And his reputation had been that he had defended a member of the Ku Klux Klan, and he was acquitted. So I knew that he had a background dealing with these kinds of folks, so I asked him for his help. Needless to say, he told me that he really didn't know these people, but that the mayor of the city of Asheville had also asked him to contact these folks and ask them not to come back to the city of Asheville. A chain of events took place, and an illegal election was run on me at the NAACP. I'll put that in, but that's way off on a tangent. It's neither here nor there. But needless to say, Kurt Lyons asked me sometime later would I join his organization. I was somewhat surprised that he asked me, and he asked me to come to his office and review some of the letters that he had been receiving. He told me that my civil rights fighting life would come full circle if I did this. As I began to read these letters, I was somewhat surprised that a great deal of babies, and I say babies, children from high school, middle school, talked about how they were losing their First Amendment rights, limited First Amendment rights at the schoolhouse door because of wearing the Confederate flag, like the shirt I have on here now, with Dixie out there, or just a symbol of the flag. Somewhat surprised at the number of young black folks who also talked about this, how they were told to turn their shirts inside out, take them off, or go home. And they talked about how that their ancestors had fought and died and earned a place of honor and dignity under this flag. And I read so many of them until I decided, well, I'll give this a shot. Giving it a shot, I found myself standing outside of the NAACP office, which had now moved from the historic black district into an office housed by some folks that I was in the process of suing as president of the NAACP. So that began the journey. So here I am.